Hello, 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 and welcome back to the GXD-M YouTube channel. I am GXD. We are going to be starting in just a moment. I just want to make sure that the live is going through okay, and then we shall begin with the live. Right, so I know the live is up. I know the program that I'm watching on TV isn't coming through. So let's get this started. Today we're on Clarkson's farm. I have been on Clarkson's farm now for a good couple of days. As you can see, there's 8.7 hours on this tractor. There's 4.7 on this tractor. There is another, well, that's one of my newest ones, the New Holland. So let's get straight into it. What we're going to be doing, we're going to be heading straight over to field 19. We've just harvested it, we've just ploughed it, cultivated it, and we're going to be replanting it with wheat. We need to bring the harvester back. The header is already here, right about with this tractor that we're in now. So we need to bring the harvester back after we've planted. I will refill on seed because we're probably going to go through a full seeder on 19. Just very quickly, we'll go through everything. I have turned seasons back on just so I could see what could be planted before I started the live, because when this isn't a live, I'm going to have seasons off. So as you can see, we've got canola in 13, which, because of me using AI whilst I was trying to cultivate this field, it's missed a bit here and here. But we've got canola in 13 and 14. We've got wheat in 10 and 31. So I actually might swap 19 to barley to even out what we've got, as we don't have a barley field right now. I was going to alternate 31, sorry, but it might just be better off just to do barley and then possibly put some barley in 30 next to the shop. I'll just cultivate over the beetroot, and yeah. So we're going to begin by finding the seeder, which I know I parked over here last. She's somewhere here. There she is. I also don't know. I don't know how this opened, but it hasn't. It was just the wiper that was confusing me, thinking it was opened. But yeah, the reason for the Clarkson farm stuff now, when FS22 is out, one reason being, which I said it in my video that I recorded yesterday, that I do need to make public at some point today. As I said in that video, it's one of them of, there's not much going on with FS22, 25 right now, to the point where there's no content at the moment that I can really do. Obviously you've got the base game maps, but I want a British map. Obviously I'm from the UK, therefore I would love to have a British map. So I'm waiting for a British map. Hopefully we should be getting one very shortly, as maybe as early as this month, latest next month, depending on if it passes the testing that Giants do. So hopefully by then I'll be able to start doing some more British maps and start my farming series. I also hope we get Clarkson's farm again. Obviously FS22 has brought in so many more things that we can do, like mushrooms and stuff like Jeremy. So I think it gives the creator of the Clarkson farm map, or Diddley Squat farm, or Chipping Norton, whichever it's called, on the mod hub on 22, I think it gives more opportunity for the creator to be able to put some more stuff in, as well as being able to grow a few more bits. And I'm sorry that I do keep clearing my throat. I've just had my dinner and it's just sitting on me right now. So, but like I said, I've been on this map for I think 2 days. This is my 3rd day that I'm on now. Obviously jumping back and forth from this to a settled Corsa, trying to learn the Super Trofeo Evo 2, to hopefully find a race series that involves that car or just a Super Trofeo championship. So I've been jumping back and forth with testing on there and doing this map, and yeah, it's just been all over the place. And obviously I do hope to play some Armour as well today. I won't be live streaming it as it's going to be my first game back on. So although I might wait until I know mods are, you know, out on the PS5, so then we can jump straight in with some modded content on there. But we'll have to wait and see. Obviously I don't know what's happening with that yet. I'm not as up to date with it as I am with my farming sim and a few other games, so I didn't realise that I was driving down the road with my high beams on. So here we are, this is the field. Let's just start unfolding you. So what I did before I started this live, this field I started to harvest last night, and then it got really late, so I decided I was going to bed. And then yeah, it needed to be finished off. And I didn't want to be doing it in the live, so I decided that I would do it before starting the live. So that's what we did. We did that before starting this live, and now we're coming back through with the wheat to plant. Luckily we can plant, should I say. We also need to go and do barley as well before the end of today. So once I've got this outline done enough, I'm going to set the AI off. I'm thinking 2 outlines should be enough for the AI to be able to cope. So we'll do the outline, and then we'll get the AI to finish off the rest, and then hopefully whilst he's doing that I can jump in either the Case or the New Holland and start to go and cultivate the field next to the shop for barley. So if I do keep going quiet, I am sorry. I'm currently in conversations with someone to try and move house, and we're just trying to sort a few bits out. So if I go quiet or if I have to stop, it's either because I've gone to the toilet, gone to make a drink, or I'm just trying to sort out the moving process, as I could live somewhere else by the time the next F1 series comes out. And if I end up doing that, I then need to sort out my Wi-Fi again, and yeah, there's a lot to do. So but it is just one of them. And obviously I hope to do a load more farming as well on the channel. Obviously there's some stuff that's a bit hard to do when you're on wheel, such as the tail handlers or the skid steers, the forklifts. Like all of them I have to grab my controller for, and there's still some buttons I have to use the controller for in tractors and stuff. And I'm just not used to doing my farming like this yet, as I can't see in any of them mirrors. I don't have to change my point of view, and I've been playing this game for years, which I should probably look into how to change your POV, or what I can do to try and work in the tractor without being in this view, to form like a more realistic farming experience. I'm also going to cut this part off here now before we carry on, so we'll go round, and then once we've gone round and we've got to an okayish spot, we're then going to cut across, finish off this side, and then carry on with the outline, just so then the AI doesn't have to worry about going around these corners and stuff, as because we're not on FS25, we don't have GPS, so I'm having to use the AI's abilities that they have, which is barely fucking any on this game, to plant as much as possible to help out. So what I'm going to do now is, I know where I've just pointed up to, which is there. Well, let's get this thing turned. I am sorry about the buffering and the lagging just then as well. It was doing it to me last night. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's because obviously the game isn't being supported anymore with mods or anything. So I don't know if it's something to do with that, or if it's just something to do with how I'm trying to run the game. I'm not too sure, but hopefully it doesn't bother people too much, as I want to be able to jump on and go live in here whenever I can. And obviously that's the plan, so yeah. So we'll get all this bottom half done, and then once this bottom half is done, we'll then jump up to the top half, the left side, finish off the outline, and send the AI on his way. I also might fast forward time a little bit. I know it's going to eat into the time that I've got to be able to go and do the other thing and then plant with the field, but I'm struggling to see, I'm not going to lie. So it might be worth me doing that just to try and help with the planting, which I think I'm going to have to, because I can barely see anything there now. Let's just fast forward that time. So lights off. Once we can see the ground properly before then start. And I'll have to put it back on number 2 just so I can get both fields done as quick as possible. Because as you can see, during the day you can see where you've done and where you haven't done, which is what I need to be able to properly sort this field out. Obviously, yeah, I could have left it a bit longer, but we're already at 10 o'clock and I've still got another field to go and cultivate, and then plant barley in before November's over. I have just recently put it on a 2-day month because with the fields that I had before I even noticed I had this one, I was only just getting them finished in time before the day ended. Where normally, don't get me wrong, normally when I play farming sim, I finish everything and then I sleep by 1 o'clock. Whereas on this map, because you start off with on a new farmer with quite a lot, I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't know how I was going to get everything done. I was constantly switching the times down to try and get everything done in the day, and we're doing it with the help of AI here and there. obviously the 500,000 we've got has come from milk, wheat, canola. I did sell like 60 something thousand litres of canola, and I think I got 145,000 for it. And then also we had the second canola field which I ended up selling as well, which was another 145. Wheat, I think I got like just under 100,000, but that is because originally I went to the wrong place. I thought I could go somewhere that was offering me a lot more, and when I got there and put the wheat in there, it then turned out it was a flour production place and not a sell place. And it didn't say that when I was selling it or trying to sell it, so we ended up losing a bit, kind of, but at the same time not, because it's been turned into flour. All I've got to do is go and pick it up, and then once it's picked up, go and sell it at the farmer's market. So we'll just have to sort that out. I do also have the beehives that I've not been to at all the whole time I've been on this map, so it might be worth jumping in the truck, heading down to the beehives once we've got the AI set on this, just so then we can see what they've produced. And yeah, obviously the harvest you start off with, by the way, as well, I did just sell yesterday, or I should say last night, whilst watching the Caleb tour thing on Amazon Prime. The harvester I've got now, which is at the start of this field, came up for sale. It was like 400 and something thousand. So I sold the other harvester, took a bit of a loan, bought it, and then when I did my second sell of the year, I then ended up getting the money back to what it is now, which was lucky, because I've also worked out that fertilising these fields it's not happening. George, who I do the F1 season with, when he came down to Manchester for the day to come and see me and my partner and my son, I showed him, we messed about with everything. It was still only doing small amounts at a time and costing me everything that I had. So there will be no liming, there will be no fertilising, as it's just going to eat away all the money that the farm has, and we don't have a lot, especially when I'm hoping to reuse the sheep pastures, the sheep pens. We don't have pastures on this game, and if we do, it's a mod and I don't have it. So, but for example, let's say I had fertilizer in it now, it would be gone by now, and that's not even me joking. Like, the fertilizer was just going like that, instantly gone, and I was spending, I think, just testing out what was going on, I ended up getting rid of like 60-70 grand. So fertilising is a no-go. We can lime, but there's not going to be any fertilising. We even tried using the other thing you can use for fertilising the field, the manure, and even that was just being chewed up by the fertiliser, and it's still costing me an arm and a leg to purchase, as the cows have not produced a lot of it. So in the end, me and George just looked at each other and said it's probably best if we just leave the fertilising, as it's going to cost me too much in the long run to fertilise this field, 3 fields next to the farm, and then 2 next to the shop now. So we're not going to be fertilising. I normally don't anyway, because I never really understood why. I do more now, but in the past I never really tended to fertilise, but I don't understand why you had to. But obviously, well, I did, I just made myself sound stupid. I did know why you had to, but I didn't know what the benefits of it was. I thought you was just wasting money on fertilising when, you know, you can just turn a setting off and, yeah. So, yeah, pretty much, there'll be no fertilising, long story short. Even though it was a long story. But no, yeah, it's like I was saying to my partner this morning, I just wanted to jump on and do a live. The plan was to do quite a late live later on tonight. That still could be the case, but it depends on what's going to happen during the day. So, we'll, if there's another live today, then you're privileged, and you're welcome. As there's not much we can do in our personal lives. It's currently snowing where I live, and it has been since this morning. So we don't really want to risk going out with a baby and the baby getting ill. So we're not going anywhere today. We're staying at home. And this field is probably going to take a seeder and a half to completely plant. Which is no fuss, obviously we're going to make the money back instantly anyway on the wheat. And some of the wheat we have been keeping for the chickens, which I also do need to go down to the chicken pen to collect the eggs to take to market. So we can do that first before we go to the bees. So yeah, and I am sorry that I keep saying it. Obviously normally when I do a video, I know what I want to say, and I have that chance to pause and think about what I want to say and then carry on. With a live, it's different. Obviously, I know with like the Formula 1 series that we're doing at the moment, I understand with that, it's not just me that's talking, there's George as well. So if I'm ever not here because I'm getting a drink or gone to the toilet, I know that obviously George is here and I know he's talking. So yeah, but when it's just me by myself, I have to just be able to talk random shit, really. That's the best way to put it. But we're almost at the end of this anyway, and then we can send off the AI to do his job, and we can jump in the case. But before we jump in the case, actually, what we'll do is we'll jump in the truck and go and check the chickens and the bees. And that is us done. And by done, I mean I'm done. I'm just going to send off the AI now. And when it pops up a message saying that he has run out of seeds, I will then come back. I know he's going to miss everything on the left already. I can tell you that now. Unless he turns, which he's not going to. I know he's going to miss everything on that left side. So just to make sure that he gets past this part, okay, since I've just seeded it, we'll watch it. And if he gets past it good, we'll swap him to the truck. And we shall head down to where the chickens are. Is he still planting? I believe he is. He is. So he's going to leave that left side. We can do that. I've not got a problem with that at all. So we shall head down into the chicken pen now and go and see what they've produced for me. And then once we have collected whatever's there, we'll go to the bees, do the same, and then we'll head to the farm shop to put everything in to sell. Now the only way I know to get to these chickens is through the gate here, which is the cow field, which I will be moving the cows into in summer. So I do need to start preparing this area for them. They're currently in the shed, I probably could let them out, but we're pretty much a month away from December. So at the same time, it's one of them of, is it really going to be worth putting them out? We've got some eggs, not a lot, but we've got some. So we'll throw these in now. I probably should have not put the toolbox in the rear, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. So just the one, which isn't bad. Obviously, to say I've not touched them at all since starting, that's not bad at all. Obviously, we've got the bees next, but the bees don't show up on here. So, yeah. So the cows are doing well, and I do need to give them some more food, and I do need to give them straw because they're out of straw. But we shall head over to the beehives and see what we have there. Alright, move that away. As to this gate, I have just been leaving open. With the cows being on our left here, I have not seen the point in shutting the gate when I'm going to be going back and forth with the chicken feed, because we are using our own wheat, the harvest from the wheat, for the chicken feed as I go sliding. Obviously, this is one of the modded trucks for the game. It's a Chevy or Chevrolet, whatever you want to call it. So that's why I have it set to 30. So it's going to take us a bit of time to get there, but we'll get there safe, and we're not going to slide on every single corner. Plus, it gives me a chance at the bottom of this road to stop and see where the beehives are. And I am sorry for the squeaky chair. So the beehives are here. So we're doing a left and a right, and then it's going to be on our left. So the beehive, like I said, should be up here on the left in a minute. I do need to look at all of the factories that are here. As my chair squeaks a lot, I am very sorry. We do need to look at all of the factories and stuff to see what they offer and to see what we can do with them. But at the moment, we don't need to right this second. I'm going to quickly pull over here though, because this is one of the fields we own, and it's got stuff here. So I'm pretty sure this will be where the sheep are. Yes. So this is where the sheep are going to go, which we need to make sure we bring water out to them. Which luckily we've got the water supply thing back at the farm that we can use. And then over here on the left is another field which has bees in and something else, because I've just seen the marker for it. Which one I'm going down? I think it's this one. It's this one. And then very quickly we'll run over here, because I think this might be another sheep's field. I'm not too sure. Yes, it is. So we've got two sheep fields, which isn't bad. We will have to find out how we would get wool from them, but yeah. And these are the beehives. I almost ran over the honey, but these is the beehives where we get Jeremy's honey from. So we'll jump out. We shall grab the honey, place the honey in the back. And now we shall head off to, I think we're going to go to the shop. I'm not too sure. So we've got 116 honey, 716 eggs. And I'm pretty sure we're going to head to the shop with all of this to sell. So eggs, we can take it to the restaurant or the farm shop. We're going to go to the farm shop because it's 8,000. And then honey. Honey, we will take... We can get more for it at the farm restaurant, but because we're going to go to the farm shop, we'll just take it all there. So we shall go this way. Just so I don't have to go down the... Oh, actually... We shall go the other way. We'll go down the main road, only because we're going to be right at the farm shop then. And then we can rush back to the farm, get the case, get the cultivator, head back to the shop. So... So we're now just getting to the farm shop. I decided to mute whilst I was driving here, obviously. No better time to do it than driving. So, we're at the shop. It is 10 o'clock, half 10, sorry. So we've got a few customers. But we are going to slide in to this right here, which should take both the honey and the eggs to give us a grand total of 6,800. Also both, which isn't too bad. Now we shall rush right on back to the farm and head right back here with a tractor to sort that field out. And when we do it quick, because the other tractor soon is going to run out of seeds, and we're going to have to bring that back here, and yeah. I'm sorry, I'm texting whilst driving, because, like I said before, with the moving, I am trying to sort it out, so make sure this one happens. I understand a couple of months back, I mentioned that there was a property that was looking really promising, and we was looking at moving into it before Christmas. Obviously that property fell through, so I'm currently trying to secure this one now, as we need it more than ever, and it opens up more opportunities for me and my family to be able to live more comfortable than what we are right now. So I am sorry, you will have to bear with me. Stands out 10% because I was already partially through. He is going to run out of seeds very shortly, so we do not have long at all to grab this cultivator and head over to 31, I think it is. There's the header for the harvester, by the way. Head over to head over to 31. So I'm rushing now, just so we can get this done. Because obviously once he's finished planting that field, I then also need to plant this field that we're going to cultivate now. And then once this field that we're going to cultivate now is done, we then also need to sort the cows out and look into getting some sheep. I don't know how many we're going to start off with, but we're going to look into getting some sheep. Make sure not to hit any customer cars on the way in. Would not want that. Let's get the side out. I know in real life this is a car park. We have no need for it to be a car park in the game. Obviously, the game isn't just going to spawn more cars on this field. So this field will just stay used as a crop field. But we shall start the cultivating on this field. And hopefully we can get the barley down just in time. Like I said, we've got wheat on the field in front. So it wouldn't make sense to have another wheat field. There's no point in trying to rejoin these fields back up because we've got the business down at the bottom here, which is the restaurant. So it's down to using the space we've got without spending any more money. Because if we have to spend more money, then we're not going to be able to get the sheep. And there will be some spots that I will have to go back over. So I'm still getting used to doing the farming with a wheel and not having GPS to help. I know I played to FS22 for years, but obviously I've been really used to GPS for the past couple of months, well, weeks. I think the game's only a month old now, so I've been used to playing with GPS for a month, and I've come back to a game that doesn't have GPS unless you're on PC, which we're not. We are on console. So we will crack on with what we've got. I'm just glad that on 25 we have GPS, because that means we're stepping in the right direction to being kind of level with the PC and their mods. And his tank is already empty. So we now need to fold everything up, head right back to the farm, to come right back here to finish this field. I have just screwed that up. I know I could carry on, but it is genuinely quicker for me to just do the left here instead of going all the way down to come all the way around. So, yeah. I currently can't find where he was, which is quite worrying because I know he weren't this far up. There he was. Right at the beginning. Got 1,600 litres of seed to finish this field off. Hopefully that's enough. So, as I said before, we are planning on putting barley in. It's taking a bit longer than I expected. It will be down to the size of the cultivator. So I might look into getting a bigger cultivator right now to try and speed up the process of the planting. So we'll finish this little path now, which we are now finished. We're going to raise that, we're going to fold that. We're going to head in to the worst place in the world, which is the shop. And we're going to go to cultivators. So that's the one we've got at the moment. It's got a span of 7.5 meters. Honestly, a 12 meter one wouldn't be bad, but 14 might be the way we have to go. 125 grand. Let's buy that. Make sure I didn't make a mistake without looking into the sales first. Go to the cultivators and we're going to sell this one. So we're going to pick up this new cultivator now, and then hopefully when we come back we'll be able to get this field completely finished and planted. I actually might look into upgrading the planter as well. It is one of them. It's not the best planter. It's been doing the job. It's done its first harvest as I crash. It's done its first harvest, which is good enough. We've got an understanding of what we can make from wheat and barley and canola. Obviously I understand barley gets used in hockstones, cider and lager. I don't think there is anything like that on this map, which is a shame really. It would have been nice to have that on here, but obviously it's a kid's game and I understand that. You will have to ignore the seeds and that buy station into the actual farmyard to speed up the process. So we do currently have seeds and liquid fertilizer just sat doing nothing. So yeah. But hopefully now with the new machinery we've just picked up, we should be able to progress a lot more and a lot faster than what we were before. Bet you that would have been close to that when we were on that Audi then. And now we unfold. Oh, that's a lot wider than what we had, which is great. A lot wider, so we can actually do fields a lot quicker now. The only issue we might have is we might have to use the bigger tractor, or we can trade this one in. We'll have to see. It might be worth trading the New Holland, it's newer, and using that money towards a bigger tractor. Yeah, we definitely need to upgrade this tractor. Definitely. Because 4 miles per hour whilst cultivating isn't good out. I am going to look into a new tractor. I can't be going that slow. But then again, the new Hollands that we got is a large. So, let's drive this back to the farm. We'll pick up the large one. Hopefully, the large helps us more. I know this is just adding onto the list of stuff that we've got to do. And I know it's just going to take longer, but as long as we get this planted, I'll be happy. Honestly, we'll be happy. And then once this is planted, we shall end the live. Just so I don't think it's too boring. It probably might already be too boring for you, and if it is, I am sorry. Obviously farming, it's not like you see on Clarkson's farm, where it's constant snap, 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 snap content. It is literally a grind to get everything in. Obviously, I understand in the game I can turn off seasons and plant wheat all year round if I wanted to, but it is just one of them of, yeah, it's not the best, so I'll park the case up here. I'm getting a phone call, so 2 seconds. Sorry about that. My mother has called me while she was on a break at work, just to see how the house thing is going along. But yeah, as you can see, this is much better. 9 miles per hour, bigger tractor, cannot complain. So I do think the case now is just going to be getting used to transport whatever we can around. And then when we don't have a need for it, we'll get rid of it and upgrade it into another large tractor. Probably get another large case. Obviously I wanted to keep the Lamborghini style tractor, because obviously it's, you know, Chip and Norton, it's Clarkson's farm, and that's what kind of got me into wanting to play this map again, which is what brought me back to FS22, is Clarkson's farm. So I wanted to keep some of the stuff that you see in the show. So the tractor, like I said, the Lamborghini are kept. The case you start off with, the case is Caleb's tractor in the show, and then Caleb then goes out and gets a New Holland, which we're driving now. So I don't think it's a large New Holland, but I bought a large because I knew I was most likely going to need another large tractor. So hopefully we can upgrade to a large case. We'll grab this car if you see very quick. That corner piece didn't seem to want to be picked up, so we're going to leave it. So this field is done. Start getting that ready to fold. Okay, we're back again. Like I said, look out, I brought my son in to see me, which is always nice. I get a cute smile off him, which I love. Yeah, she just came in to see what was happening. She thought I was finished with my live, with me talking about the house on the phone to my mum. So, yeah. But I've taken over for the AI because it's not going to do this part, because it's going to end at a triangle and it's going to think it's completed its job when it hasn't. So we're going to quickly do this ourselves. We're then going to head over to field 31, I think it was, and then we shall plant the barley on that field. And then once the barley is planted, that will be the end of the live, and I will be thanking you once again for joining. But we're not there yet. We've still got loads to do, planting wise. And if I can get an AI to plant on the other field, then we can possibly run around and get some sheep. I say possibly because obviously we need to make sure we've got everything ready, like water, food. We need to work out how we're then going to shear them. So we'll work all this out whilst the AI plants the next field for us. So we'll grab this spot that we missed here. We'll then grab this spot over here that we missed. Just so then we get the full amount we can off this field. And now we're going to head over this way and grab the stuff up here. And so we're almost there now though. Not long left. Not much more to do, shall I say. That's what you have to pay attention to your phone. I almost missed your next line. And that is this field bloody done. Now head on to the next field. The tractor's manky again. I did wash it before the live, and all this on the windscreen in front of me was gone, and now it's back again. We will get there, so with the squeak jet one day. For the time being, what we've got is good enough. I'm glad we've got it. I'm happy we've got it. It's improved my gaming a lot, and it's also opened up this opportunity for me to be able to come into this room that I'm in now and be able to do these lives for you and make videos with my partner being in the house. Because whereas before, the room I was doing it in, we spent the majority of our time together in that room, and it didn't make sense for me to be in a different room to her. Whereas now, obviously my son's getting a bit older, he's starting to do a few more bits. It's just easier for us to have these two rooms, so I can come in here, do my lives and all my stuff, wires and stuff out of the way of the baby, and she then gets her space to be able to do what she wants to do, which she's been doing a lot of diamond art. So I know we've got seed in this. If I can unload it, like I can, we will. We'll disconnect, we'll turn that off, and we're going to look at getting a newer seeder. So first things first, we need to sell the seeder we've got now, because now there's no going back. These are ideal. Actually, something like this would be as well. It's what? 8 meters. I think this is the one we had before. So I'm going to go for one of these two. And I think if we're going to do it, might as well go big. It's going to produce a lot more. So let's go and pick it up. I knew I was forgetting something driving here, and that was what we forgot. Is was changing the seeder. Now I'm going to try and use the seeds that are back here, which by the looks of it, they're actually going to be able to be used. So straight away as well, we can see 1,500 litres and it's 50%. We're getting more to travel as much to refill the seeder. I'm gonna just use whatever seed we've got now. That includes this lot that's here and stuck. That's not good. That is not good at all. Wide swing, wide swing. Almost hit the car. And I reckon we're going to get to about 100% of these. Never mind. Start unfolding. I've used this planner a lot. I know what it's capable of doing. So it's just a matter of time now of using it to how I know I can. Straight away, already better than what it was with the other one. Obviously, yes, it's a bigger piece of equipment, and it has cost us 200,000 for it, but at the same time, it means planting fields like 31 in front of us a lot easier and not as long, which means I can put a bit more focus on animals and getting more of them. So, we'll get this field planted. Now, I can't complain with this either. Obviously, I could have done with doing 2 headlands first, but we didn't, and we've sorted that out now. But we wouldn't even be where we are right now, planting wise, if we still had that little cedar. So buying this one was definitely needed. I reckon after I planted this and I finish my live, I'm going to look into purchasing a bit of land that we can split into somewhat field, but the rest of it storage for the equipment, so we can get everything neatened up in the yard. Obviously at the moment it's all up against the chicken pen, there's nothing wrong with it, it's out of the way. I do just think I need to work on a little yard to be able to store everything in that's on the farm. And hopefully it comes out good. I do also reckon next time as well, we will just plough this field, make sure it's all fresh. So we'll do that I'll be doing that from now on, where after 2 groves, so 1 grove, then cultivated, then another grove, we'll then go through and plough the field. Just so we're getting the max amount. Obviously I do feel like ploughing the fields might help with the fertilising issue. I'm not too sure. I'm hoping a fresh start will help with that. If it does, then great. We can start getting all the fertiliser equipment back. If it doesn't, then we'll just carry on how we are. But we'll have to wait and see if that works. Obviously, the canola fields that I've got next to the main farm, that's our second harvest. The wheat field next door to it, that's its second harvest. And the wheat field that we did just before coming to here, that's its second harvest. Actually, I just realised now as well that I've just planted wheat here. I've done this whole field, and it's all wheat, not barley. So in the next planting of this field, we will then put barley in. I didn't realise till now. I was just that much on autopilot that I didn't realise. But I've been GXD. I hope you guys have enjoyed coming back onto FS22 with me and enjoying a bit of Chicken Norton, or as we know it, Clarkson's farm. If you have, be sure to show me some love. Hit that like button down below, as I will really appreciate it, and it means that you're enjoying some content like this. Obviously I know farming content isn't everyone's cup of tea. I do try to vary the content to appeal to other audiences, obviously with the racing content, the army content, the farming. I know we've not done Minecraft in a while, but the Minecraft content as well, and I hope you are enjoying everything. Obviously the next F1 race, which will be round 3, I do not have a timescale yet of when that's going to be. George is on late all this week, so we'll have to look into that, and we'll have to see what we can and can't do. But other than that, like I said, please like and subscribe, as I will really appreciate that. We are trying to grow the channel to 100 subscribers by the end of 2025, and Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you know when the next going live. But I've been GXD, this has been Clarkson's Farm, and we'll see you in the next live stream.